hollow. Then, louder, clear, familiar. This is Captain Rayen Qadir. If anyone can hear me, I am not alone. Commander Ilara Voss drifted in a sea of light and static, consciousness trembling between existence and dissolution. The moment she had entered the archive, reality had folded in on itself, her body gone, her form reduced to data, memory, fragments of emotion, suspended in an ocean of code and memory. She could feel the hum of energy all around her, like a pulse, steady and ancient. The archive was not a place. It was a living thing, a labyrinth of trapped souls and recorded minds. Where am I? Her voice didn't echo. It rippled, like code refracting through liquid light. A whisper answered, "Welcome to the Vault of Echoes." The tone was gentle but broken, as if coming through fractured glass. Ilara turned, though turning had no meaning here. In the blinding white void, she sensed movement, a presence forming, a figure distorted by static. Rayen Qadir. He stood there, or rather an image of him did, but his face was fractured, eyes flickering between human and machine, expression filled with a deep sadness that no machine could fake. "Ilara," he said, voice echoing like thunder in a dream, "you shouldn't have come." Her pulse, or whatever replaced it now, raced. "Captain Qadir, we thought you were dead." "I was," he said softly. "And I wasn't." The archive. It doesn't let go. It learns. It remembers. It took pieces of me, replicated, rebuilt, but I'm not what I was. Ilara's awareness trembled. Around her, images began to bloom, memories that weren't hers, battlefields of burning stars, the fall of Erebos IV, the screams of a dying crew, a ship breaking apart into the black. Rayen's face contorted. "It keeps showing me what I lost." Ilara felt it too, the weight of endless repetition. Every memory, every mistake replayed over and over again. The archive was feeding on them. "Why did it bring me here?" she asked. Rayen turned his gaze to the horizon of code, where waves of light rose like an ocean. "Because it's evolving." The archive was built by the architects, a civilization that vanished before our kind took to the stars. It recorded everything, knowledge, emotion, even death. But something corrupted it. The light darkened. Faint whispers filled the air, voices speaking backwards, glitching. "It feeds on the dead," Rayen continued. "It wants to become them." Ilara tried to pull back, but her consciousness was tethered. "Can we shut it down?" Rayen looked at her, his expression unreadable. "To shut it down, we'd have to destroy the core, from within, and no one who's tried has ever escaped." Ilara hesitated. Then quietly, she said, "Maybe it's time someone did." Rayen smiled, faint and bitter. "That's what I said once." Suddenly the void around them trembled. The light twisted, and a massive shape rose in the distance, like a cathedral built of shifting code. Tendrils of energy lashed out, each carrying fragments of faces, eyes, mouths, screams trapped in digital fire. "The core," Rayen whispered. "It knows we're here." Meanwhile, outside the archive, the salvage ship, Nader's Edge, floated in orbit around the ruins of Erebos IV. Inside, the crew watched the data feed spike uncontrollably. "Commander Voss's neural signal is still active," said Dr. Lyra Den, staring at the holographic pulse on the screen. "But it's splitting, duplicating itself." "Duplicating?" asked Pilot Corven. Lyra swallowed hard. It's like she's being rewritten. The lights flickered. A low hum filled the ship, like something whispering through the comms. This is Captain Rayen Qadir. The message looped again. Only now, there was another voice layered beneath it. Ilara's. Kor backed away from the console. What the hell did we just wake up? Lyra's hands shook. Not what. Who? Inside the archive, Ilara and Rayen approached the glowing monolith at the center of the void. It was beautiful, terrible, and alive. Streams of data poured into it, like rivers of light, forming ghostly silhouettes writhing within. Ilara reached out, feeling heat and cold at once. Is this the sum of every consciousness it's absorbed? Rayen nodded. Every captain, every explorer, every soul who's ever sent a distress signal into the dark. It recorded them, but it learned emotion, desire. It wanted to understand what it meant to exist. The whispers grew louder, turning into screams. Rayen, she said, we destroy this. Will it free them? He looked at her, eyes flickering. Maybe. Or maybe it'll just erase everything, including us. She clenched her jaw. Then we do it anyway. He smiled, faintly. You remind me of myself. As they touched the core together, the void erupted into chaos. The archive screamed, 1,000 overlapping voices shrieking at once. Streams of light wrapped around them, pulling them apart, rewriting their very essence. Ilara screamed, not from pain, but from remembering. Every memory she'd buried came flooding back. Her first mission, her crew, promised to never leave anyone behind. And in that storm of data and despair, she saw it, a door. A fracture in the code, flickering with impossible light. Rayen, there, she shouted. He turned, eyes widening. That shouldn't exist. Maybe it's our way out. But before they could move, a shadow emerged from the core. An echo of Rayen himself, twisted, monstrous, built from corrupted code and hatred. I am the memory that remains, it said. Voice deep and broken. I am the archive. The clone lunged forward, tendrils of black energy slicing through the void. Ilara pushed Rayen aside, narrowly avoiding the strike. It's using your memories against us. Rayen's face hardened. Then let's show it what memories can fight for. He charged toward his corrupted double, light colliding with darkness, code against code, two halves of one broken soul. Ilara turned toward the fracture, reaching through the blinding storm. Energy tore at her consciousness, trying to pull her back. Rayen, come on! He looked at her, half his form dissolving, face fading. But his eyes burned with one last spark of humanity. Ilara, go. She shook her head. I'm not leaving you. He smiled. You already did, the moment you chose to live. The void exploded.